tired when I started drawing the little guy. This little guy. And I was like, I'm just gonna slap the shape down. And I'll actually figure it out tomorrow. I have to finish this. It's not finished. I know it might look really close to finished, but there's a lot that's like not even rendered at all, which sometimes can be fine. But there's definitely some stuff like missing too. I realized when I laid down and like looked at it, I was like, where are her hair barrettes? Her hair barrettes are gone. Her little... these guys. Little X's. Yeah, the hair tips, like I just, you know, I just kind of... there's some stuff that's really not done, so... oh, we're gonna finish it. I'm gonna finish it today. I don't want to spend too long on it. I want to be able to move on to something else and then come back. This is gonna be my 4th VTuber drawing. Yeah. I did it. She get electric from her mind. Show them you exist one more time. Everyone says that you shine so bright. I know, I guess if you say so, so now I know. We need to slow down, cause I want this party to last. It's the best. Oh, when you show up, you would never settle for less. Like the rest. She get electric from her mind. Show them you exist one more time. Everyone says that you shine so bright. I know, I guess if you say so, so now I know. She get electric from her mind. Show them you exist one more time. Everyone says that you shine so bright. I know, I guess if you say so, so now I know. How are you doing today, Wyatt? Are you on your lunch break again? It's my soft. Half day. Sounds nice. Eating some Wendy's? What did you get from Wendy's? If you say anything other than chicken nuggets. It better be chicken nuggets. I actually like Wendy's chicken nuggets. For me, it's like Chick-fil-A, Wendy's, then McDonald's, then Burger King. But that's based off of what I remember from Burger King's, like chicken nuggets, because I haven't had it in forever. Dave's double with potive and root beer? Root beer? junior bacon cheese for the puppy? They had no nuggets on the menu. Had to get strips. You gave the puppy a junior bacon cheese. Wait, you guys get poutine? Wait. Canadian Wendy's is freaking cracked, bro. What do you mean? You guys got poutine at Wendy's? Look, if the puppy's 150 pounds, he needs to have a full-time job too, okay? He's gotta do his part. That's a working man right there. Yeah. Every restaurant has poutine. McDonald's is the worst. KFC is the best. Well, I feel like KFC like clearly has gravy down, right? But I can't imagine McDonald's poutine. Like, what's in it? Like, I'm trying to think about, like... I'm trying to think about, like, if they were like, oh, we're gonna start bringing poutine to all the restaurants. And then they're like, yeah, we put some chicken nuggies. Fries, gravy, and cheese curds. Are all cheese curds made equal? I feel like no, right? Definitely all gravy is definitely not made equal. Absolutely not. Yes, for fast food. Okay, well that makes sense. But I feel like McDonald's has good fries. So like, if we get, maybe if you get like McDonald's fries and then KFC gravy. I'm speaking from experience. I've had them before. They were very good. My aunt gave me a trick. She was like, if you ever want fresh fries, just say, oh, can I get some fries with no salt? And then they have to make them fresh because they auto salt the fries. They all get it from the same company. Little packets of like 8 to 10 curd. That makes sense. I feel like if you are a cheese curd distributor in Canada, you're probably rolling in dough. All I can think about now is like, who would have the best fries and cheese curds? You know what? You know what? I've been saying this for years, that I think Cane's should have gravy. I think if Raising Cane's decided to do poutine, they would probably, like, win over everybody. 100%. I love Raising Cane's. God, I want Raising Cane's now. I haven't been able to, like, eat a regular meal for, like, almost a week. And so I'm like, man, I would love some freaking Cane's. It's New York Fries, which is a Canada-only franchise. Why are they being stingy with it? Just give us some. Sorry. I'm trying to check something. Okay, I need to find the layer that I didn't name my layers, which is my fault. I did name some groups of things. But I definitely didn't name any layers, so we're just gonna have to scroll. I think I named hair into one group. Yeah, I did. There we go. I was like... I just really need this to go underneath. Also, what? Yeah, I mean, you can spend... Some people, they go through and then they just like turn off each layer and they name it as they go. Some people literally name it as they're drawing it, like they start it and they're like boom, boom. But sometimes I'm just like, oh, I won't get to that many layers, and then all of a sudden I have 100 layers and I'm like, how did this happen? Bolt, hello. Hi. Welcome. You missed yesterday, but you get the good part. The part where I've already figured out what the drawing looks like. I'm gonna have to, like, fix her face a little, I think. You lived! I'm happy you lived. Live to see yet another Oni drawing. Yet another one. Another day. Another drawing stream. Have you seen this outfit? It's literally so cute. I saw it and I was like, I gotta try it. Unfortunately, was busy when she actually debuted the outfit, so I was like, damn, I didn't get to see it. It's pretty cute though. There's a stray line somewhere. I have to figure out where it is. So you don't really keep up with streamers that much, especially the big time ones that get a new... This is like not a... It's been months. It's been a while. Iron Mouse does have a lot. But I feel like that's like the goal of a lot of the artists. They want to be... They like want to make an Iron Mouse model. Womp womp. But I feel like that's also a lot of pressure because there's going to be a lot of people looking at your model. Alright, that's the whole thing. Never mind. Okay, well, I can probably put... this all in one folder together. Okay, yeah. And I'm gonna name it right now, guys. Design the outfit and sell it to someone. I think there's some people that that do that. Possible. Okay, it's not on that layer. Shadows. It's the hand. which I still need to shade. And I will name this layer. I didn't even bother drawing the rest of her head because I knew I was gonna put the hood on there. Who made my model? This is a Suica model. It's a customizable one. So it comes with like a blank canvas basically, and then you can switch up all the hair pieces, put the ears on, change the eye color. Yeah, it's pretty cool. She made I think they said now that she's like cleared probably like $750,000 with how many she sold, because like all the numbers are very public for like how many things you sell on Ko-fi and stuff like that. I mean, obviously she has to pay taxes and stuff, but that's still really crazy. She worked on it for 2 years. I remember when she first started working on it, and I was like, well, that'll be cool whenever it comes out. And then it came out, and it was like, boom. Yeah. There's some people that, like, you can't even recognize it because of how much work they put into customizing it, and because all the files are, like, available. She lets you, like, paint as much as you want and change stuff as much as you want. I can't remember... I don't remember what their name was. What is their name? Yeah, there's a lot of people who use the same one, but because it's so customizable, like, you don't even realize it's the same one. Oh yeah, this is one where I didn't recognize it at first. I was like, who is that? And then there's some people that they make like custom like assets. So some people have like mermaid tails and like wings and all kinds of stuff. But the more, you know, if you're very creative, you can do all kinds of stuff. I enjoy creative people. They're so cool. Okay, back to what I was doing. Which I don't remember what that was. Oh, I was looking for this rogue marking. It would have to be up here somewhere. There it is. The more yeah, no, truly, there's a lot of people who, like, they've done some really crazy stuff to the point of it being basically unrecognizable. One day I'll find that one girl again. Why are you trying to bomb me? Why would you do that to me? Why are you trying to commit crimes? We've only been here for like 20 minutes and you're committing crimes already. It's not a war crime. I don't know about that. I'm not sure if that's how that works. It's not a war crime for the first time. Ah! Man, that delay was crazy. You like said it and I think like a whole minute went by. I want to learn how to make VTuber models again. Like really, like how to, all the way to rigging them, not just drawing them. Because I have drawn a model before. But I want to like make one. Oh, I see. There's another one. That's very unique. The people who really know how to like draw and stuff, they're like super advanced. Like if they already know how to make models, basically, yeah, their stuff is gonna be like the best. Some people made like whole new clothes for it. It was just crazy. When it first came out, I just remember like how some people were really quick to turn around and be like, oh look, I did it, like I did the model, look, blah blah blah, and it was just the base. Basically, they just like changed the colors. That's what I did for this one. I just changed the colors. But then some people, I think it took them like, they waited like 2 weeks or 3 weeks they were working on it, and then all of the super like custom ones came out, and I was like, wow. But you know, creativity is a skill issue. About what? About what? I'm creative, my vision just gets lost on the way to my hand. Yeah, I mean, that's the hard part of, you know, drawing and everything. I'm the same way though. Sometimes I'm like, oh, this is a great idea, and then I start drawing it and I'm like, maybe it's not the greatest idea. Oopsie. There are people making basic models. Yeah, a lot of people just went, and I mean, you know, basic isn't necessarily a bad thing. Like, you know, pumpkin spice latte, all that stuff is famous, you know, for a reason. However, like, you can be creative, you know? Plus, some people, they had models already, but they just wanted to, like, see if they could make their model using the Suica model. Which I get. I'm trying to decide if I should add this here. I think it looks a little too unbalanced with just one ear coming out. Personally. Thinking about it. Maybe. Anyways, the Suica model, I don't think anyone will ever be able to replicate just how popular it was. I think it'll take something really special. No, I haven't. Unfortunately, no time.
ちですそこを付けしたこの胸だ綺麗な瓶に詰めておこうよお皿の上盛り付けられた恋の味でミルフィーユテーブルの上一人で食らう甘いものが好きよとっておきのフルコースでもてなしておくれあなたの顔あなたの指あなたのお口喉の奥に滑り込んで柔らかな蜜をスイーツ
Akira! Hello! Hope you're having a good day. Hi. Oh, really? Attached to a bungee cord, perhaps? Hopefully. Pre-cut the rope. No. Hello, Nerd Navigator. Howdy. How is your... What is it? Wednesday? How's your Wednesday going? I'm not picking you up right now. No uppies for you. Sorry. Pretty workish. As it would be in the middle of a Wednesday. One would assume. Exactly. You're like 2 days from the weekend. So close. Just hang in there. This filter is doing a lot of heavy lifting on the shadows here. Looks way better with an entire box of beer. I guess. You know, I never thought about it being called a box of beer, but I guess a lot of them do come in boxes. I think we just call them 6-packs. That's why a box of beer sounded weird for a second. I was like, box of beer? Who's drinking a box of beer? It sounds kind of like a box wine situation when you say a box of beer like that. I mean, even if you have a box of beer, I think the most they come is like you can get 10 or something like that. Box of beer, isn't it? Gonna have a box of beer. Yeah, it does sound it does sound British. I just every time I see a meme about what's his name saying bottle of water. You have a bottle of water. A 30-pack? That's too much. I don't think there's anything I would want like a 30-pack of in one sitting. Hey guys, what about we bring out that 30-pack of water, huh? 30-pack of water. 30-pack of anything sounds bad. Imagine drinking like a 30-pack of grape juice. Like, it just sounds terrible. You know, a bad time no matter what. Bottle of water. A box of beer. I'm trying to decide if I should add the shrimp or not. Yoshi! Hello, Ronnie Yoshi. How are you? Things are good. I'm just working on this poster. Add shrimps. Add the shrimp. He's just so cute. I think I honestly just want to draw him. Like, it doesn't... I just want to draw the little animals. Add the shrimps. How are you doing, Aran Yoshi? Whoop. Whoop. Lem. 20 beers is still too many beers. Doing alright? Doing alright, C's? I'd love to hear it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna add the shrimp. Chores! I love when people are like, yeah, I just like, watching anime girls draw other anime girls and vibe. Yeah. No vodka. Svodka? Well, is bad for you. No vodka and beer together? Is that a thing? I'm gonna have to edit the shadows if I add the shrimp, which is fine. I think it's worth it to add the shrimp. He's so cute. Shrimp ghost. I take everything to get... There's no limit to madness these days. I believe you. This past weekend, we went to this bar called Shot Topic. So it's like a Hot Topic themed bar. And all of the shots were Hot Topic themed and like edgy emo lord themed, and it was kind of fun. But the shots were like too big. Cause she was like, oh, a shot. And I was like, okay. And I thought it was gonna come in a little shot glass, but The shot glass was literally almost didn't fit in my hand. That's how big it was. I was like, hello? It was fun. It was fun. They had a live band. They had, and they played like emo music. All the music was like early 2000s. Maybe you'd hear it in a Transformers movie music. And then they had a wall where you could draw on it. So I drew on it and Sharpie. Hello, yeah. And there was like skulls everywhere. They had the t-shirt wall. And you could actually buy some of the t-shirts on the t-shirt wall. But they had one that was like an emo Hello Kitty shirt that I was very tempted to buy. I might go back and buy it. It's not that far from here. Might go back and buy that shirt. It's a good shirt. I don't like that this pink is like really close to her skin tone. And make it more pink and less tan? I don't know. You can't find male fitted Hello Kitty shirts? You might have been able to at this bar. If you go to Hot Topic, you might. Because Hot Topic and Box Lunch, a lot of their stuff is unisex fit. But if you, like, go up in the larger sizes on the women's shirts, it might fit you. Might be more fitted, you know? Be the change that you want to see in the world. Make a company that makes male-fitted Hello Kitty shirts. I believe in you. You're welcome. Well, you don't know what you don't know. You didn't know. Sanrio license. Look, man. You have to start a company. Make $1 million. Get the Sanrio license. Who's your favorite Sanrio character? I like Pom Pom Purin. But I think it's just because he's like... I don't know. There's just something about him. I'm just like, he's so cute. And they keep showing his butthole everywhere. I'm like, put it away. Hello Kitty. You have the same birthday as Hello Kitty? Wow, lucky. Lucky, lucky. Pom Pom Purin? That's the yellow one with the little hat. I just like that he wears little hats. I wish they would put him in more hats. I feel like he doesn't have enough hat diversity. The little dog looking one? Yeah, he's a dog. He is a dog. Unlike Hello Kitty, who is a little British girl. So explain, riddle me that. Explain that one to me. That Hello Kitty is a little British girl and not a cat. Even though she doesn't look like a girl, like a human girl at all. I know, but that's implying that she's walking around like in a mascot suit, like she's Mickey Mouse or something, which is really strange. She's constantly wearing the Mickey Mouse outfit. Hello, how are you doing? How are you? Hey. It's a Suica model. So it's like a customizable model. She's a furry. What is... I never... Wait. I guess she is she's a furry, yeah. Hello Kitty's a furry. She wears her fursuit. Just out and about all the time. She is a furry, yeah. You're about to disappear for work? Oh, well, thank you so much for swinging by. I hope you have a good day at work. I hope your trip went well, too, because you went on a trip recently. I hope that went well. Thank you so much. How is that weirder than talking animals and a depressed egg? Okay, don't you talk about Gudetama like that. Keep Gudetama out of your mouth, okay? He goes through hard times. He's just representative of us all, okay? I love Gudetama. I don't, like, want him all over my house, but I do think the premise of him is funny. I never thought about it, but Hello Kitty's a furry. So that means, like, Hello Kitty's the most, like, internationally recognized and accepted furry there is. Little British girl. I gotta get something on this shrimp. It's it's making me laugh. For trashing? How are you trashing it? In what way? I won't get mad at you. I just want to know, like, what's the deal? What do you not like about it?
Flames 07 just followed.
Leon Flames, thank you so much for the follow. I hope you're having a lovely day. You'll get your W2 at the end of stream. Welcome to your new job. You work in my store now. How are you trashing it? Just, I want to talk. I want to talk about it. And the dogs are barking. Yeah, are you mad at the studio, White? Tell us what's wrong. Hi, Leon. How you doing? He's typing out a really long explanation, I'm sure of it. Wait, you blame Indra? Wait. You know what? I don't think. Do you know the same Indie I know, or are we talking about different Indras? You don't like the art style? You know what? There is a subreddit called hot takes or whatever, And all the takes in there are like pretty average. I feel like if you posted that you don't like the art style of Ghibli movies in like the hot takes one, like I feel like you would actually win awards because I think that would genuinely be a hot take. I mean, it's not for everyone. Yeah, I mean, people like what they like. Thank you for the save now. I'm saving. I think I grew up on Ghibli movies, so I just always like it has a nostalgia factor. I have like 50 Ghibli posters up in my room right now. Oh, Indie Val. Ah. I'm not trying to get you canceled. Look, man. You can like whatever you like. I just think it's funny. I just think it's funny because that subreddit exists and they'll be like, I hate when people put the toilet paper facing the other way, and it's like, okay, like a lot of people agree that's like the dumb way to put it. I don't think a lot of people would agree with you. Which is what makes it a hot take. Eric! Latalk, thanks for coming. Even though you're in a meeting. Kiki's delivery service? I like Kiki's delivery service because about how they talk about burnout. Ooh, purple. Yeah, there's lots of purple on the screen right now. Purple, some dark blue, and lots of white. I appreciate you popping in. I'm in so many servers, I never thought about it when I go live that it will show. It'll show in every server I'm in. I think my favorite Ghibli movie is Spirited Away. Yeah, I think it's Spirited Away. It'd be like that. True. This is the wrong brush. Why are you yelling at me, cat? I'm gonna have to kick you out in a second. You're gonna have to go in the living room. Wait, you watched it in theaters? I like when they do the re-showing. I'm actually kind of kicking myself because I didn't get to see Sinners in theaters yet, and I don't think there's any of the cool, like, what's it, like the super film or the 70mm film showings? I haven't gotten to see any of them. I feel like I'm missing history. I'm jealous. I haven't rewatched it in theaters in a long time. So you were always mad that the one time you saw a Tarantino film, it was one you didn't like? Which film was it? And now I'm very curious. You guys all coming in with your hot takes on movies today? Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Man, it's been a long time since I've seen that. I almost don't even remember what it's about. You like all his other movies? You know, sometimes it be that way. You go and you're like, I like this director, and then you happen to see the one that's like, it's just okay. It's about nothing. If that's true, it's very unfortunate. It's okay. You can get him next time. I don't even know what his next movie is. Have you seen the trailer for that Superman movie? It actually looks like colorful and like, I don't know. I feel like we're returning to a different era of movie. Because it actually looks fun. Reminds me of like old school Batman. Old school Superman. You know, when they had the lights on in the studio? You've never been to DC? I love DC. I love DC. I just think that they fumble a lot when it comes to movies, like live action movies. But all of their animated stuff is phenomenal. Truly. A different breed for crypto. Yeah. Honestly, anytime I see real animals on sets still, I'm like, oh, they're still doing that? I'm surprised PETA hasn't lost their mind. It looks like a little sausage cake. You know, I've never actually drawn anything DC related. Just thought about it. I'm a fake fan. Fake fan. He really wants to come back inside. Sorry, I was not even at my chair. Anyway, the nerd rivalry. Yeah. To be honest, I always thought it felt a little forced. But at the same time, it's like... I think like our one chance we might have had to have like a Justice League versus the Avengers has passed. Like a live action one, I feel like that would have been fun, man. I like... So the thing is, like, I don't know if I would say that I like DC broadly. I like Batman. And, all of the, like, stuff that kind of goes off of Batman. I'm not necessarily, like, a huge DC fan. I'm a Bat Family fan. Yeah, they had a comic back in the day. But I was like, we happen to have like an actual real cast for Justice League. And we had a real full cast for Avengers. Everyone was filming around the same time. I was like, we could have, they had so much potential. To even do like a funny haha, it would have been like, you know, I feel like it would have been worth it. Batman's the worst. Yeah, he runs around beating on Gotham's mentally ill. Like, he's literally the worst. He's the worst. He's bad. Exactly. No, literally. I totally agree. I agree. As a Batman fan, I realized how freaked up he is. He needs therapy, is what it is. He needs to go and get therapy. Like actual therapy. To deal with his trauma and not, you know, beat on Gotham's mentally ill. I agree with you. I agree. I just, I think that when I think about, like, my childhood a lot, I remember, like, the Batman movies. And I just loved them! And then I feel like, again, I like a lot of the DC animated stuff. But they mostly do Batman now, I feel like. I feel like I only see... I mean, they just did, what, Batman Ninja Part 2 or whatever? That was pretty good. I watched it twice. I watched it with the English voice actors, and then I went back and watched it again with the Japanese voice actors. I liked it. Enough to watch it twice, for sure. Who is your favorite Marvel or DC character? Yeah, I mean... Because there was what? They tried to do Green Lantern, but it just really didn't work out. I don't know if you could even blame, like, the technology at the time. Like, I think it was just bad writing. Yeah, who's your favorite Marvel? Cause I remember I was like in middle school, I think, when the Green Lantern movie came out, and I didn't even enjoy it as a child who doesn't care about writing that much. Heath Ledger dying severed the thread of prophecy. DC run with him as Joker long term would have been. No, seriously? Like, I mean, DC is guilty of villain of the week, and they kill all their villains when they should keep them alive. Like, let them have some Grandmaster plan. You dig some Spidersman? Squirrel Girl? No, Luna Snow has a lot of potential. Marketing-wise, especially. Because I remember seeing when they put her in Marvel Rivals, and I was like, she's like brand new. Like, I was like, nobody knows about her. Like, what the heck? I love Squirrel Girl. Not just because I play her in Marvel Rivals, but I liked her before too. Yeah, she was made for a whole mobile game. They were like, we heard the kids like K-pop. The children all like K-pop. They're into K-pop now. We need to add some K-pop to Marvel. Again, I don't think they're wrong. I just think it's funny. Because, yeah, they were right. Like, give the kids K-pop. I think that, if anything, Marvel Rivals should show them that, you know, people actually do care about the other characters in Marvel outside of the Avengers, and they can do stuff with it. It just needs to be done right. But I do wish that, because we're getting, what, Spider Noir? Spider Noir's getting a show. And I'm so glad it's animated. Thank God it's animated. And they got Nicolas Cage being the voice. I'm excited. Squirrel Girl, you learned to back during whatever certain phase of the Avengers. Yeah, she defeated Thanos by herself. I don't know. I don't remember how she did that, but I was like, how'd she do that? What do the kids like? Blackpink? Give her ice powers and make her an idol or something. Get out of my office. You're fired. But it works. Everyone loves Luna Snow. All my girlies love Luna Snow. Is Disney run by Jonah Jameson? It might be. It's possible. I don't know what their plan is. Because apparently Thunderbolts was good. But I also heard that it's not good. So, like, I don't know. I've heard mixed things. I think people are a little bit in denial about it because I heard that it was not good. From someone who normally really likes, like, anything Marvel puts out. So, I got questions. You main Luna, but not particularly good? I do not main Luna. I can't do it. I think I just don't find her kit particularly interesting. I think if you're really good at just like getting headshots, it's like, well, yeah, go off. Play Luna all you want. Haven't seen, but you're cashed out of the MCU. Can't believe I'm hearing this. Cashed out. Is it a shame that I've never watched anything Marvel related? I mean, I don't know if it's a shame. They're all action movies, so if you're like not super big into action, yeah, it makes sense. Nothing can faze me. I had a friend tell me like, I've never seen Star Wars before, and I was just like, none of them? Not a single one. And you grew up in America? How? I don't care. Waifu is the only reason I play anything. Yeah, no, that's very normal. Every time they put out a new movie, the prerequisite viewing list gets longer. Like, I'm not watching that. They flooded it. Never seen any Star War. Not a single War of the Star. Other than episode 1. Okay. Character creator female. Exactly. Yeah, yeah. It's okay, I understand. I get it. I do. Trust me. I'm not letting you back in. Can't come back. I think, what's the game? Monster Hunter. The most recent Monster Hunter game. The people's character creations are went crazy. Every single one I saw posted, I was like, oh my god. That's why I turned on Facetune today, so I can... When did they add men? I've never seen a man in this game before. Yeah, people 100% waifu creator 2.0. You're spreading democracy. Oh, are you playing? Was it Helldivers too? I'm spreading democracy and it's loud. I haven't played any of the Helldivers game. I don't know if it's like if I would enjoy it or not. I have no idea. I don't know if it's my cup of tea. All I know is that I gotta get on TFT and I gotta get that Briar Shork skin. Stat. Matt! You're here. Seems like a crime. It is kind of a crime to play a man in Monster Hunter when waifu was a choice. Do you like Starstrip Troopers? Yeah, I mean, they're okay. She just wants to spend money on TFT. I want the skin! Did you see it? It's cute! I don't care what I have to do. I want it. I loved Helldivers, but I haven't played since Sony pulled. What did Sony do? What did Sony do? Tell me. I feel like Sony's always doing something. Wild's waifu is the crafting chick. You're talking about the blacksmith? She was pretty cool. My only complaint about her is that she's a blacksmith and she's like squeaky clean. There's no soot, nothing. Migrate people. Were they trying to be like, oh, you have to sign up for like a PlayStation account or something like that? And then you have to pay money to keep it? Even though you're playing on PC? PSN account? Yeah, that sounds like something they would do. Why does that sound so realistic? I thought my alarm was going off. Yeah, not all countries can get a PSN account. Exactly. So they would have just like shut down so many of their players. There was someone else that tried to do something like that. And then it was like, well, all countries can't get one of these accounts. So you're actually kind of cucking yourself. That's crazy. Yeah, I understand. Did they roll it back or is it still in place and people can't play? It's still banned in 170 countries and Steam offered everyone a refund. Well, win Steam. That's a win for Steam, but that's really freaking crappy. What the frick? They said, in quotation marks, they would back down on the requirement but never remove the ban of countries that couldn't get a PSN account. Well, that's dumb. I'm sorry to hear it. What the frick? Doesn't sound like they were spreading democracy. Did a Helldivers 2, like, update come out? Is that why people are playing it? You bought like 5 or 6 copies of the game. I'm sorry. Why did you buy 5 or 6 copies of it? Were they like gifts for people? Like, explain yourself. Why do you need 5 or 6 copies? I had to remove the shadows. It was really messing me up. Gifted it to the wife and friends. Nice. They in fact did not spread democracy. Now I'm just like, why is Sony so greedy, bro? Flip canvas. Alright, here we go. It's not too bad, huh? Also, hi, Steve. Tech Dad Steve, or is it Bob? Who is it? Which version of Steve am I talking to today? Sony makes over $10 million with PSN. Getting more is better. I wish I had $10 million. I wish I had $1 million. I wish I had $1,000. It's kind of funny how the satire is commenting. No, I was actually thinking about that. I was like, isn't the whole thing supposed to be like colonialism bad? Hey yo, my little troublemaker. That's me. Out here committing crimes every day. Crimes of the art, if you will. But you know what? I hadn't flipped the canvas on this scrimp. And now I'm noticing something. Round. Get round. How you doing today, Steve? How go things in the Minecraft server? Are you having fun? Literally never buying a PlayStation again. Well, to be honest, I don't know if any of us are going to be buying any consoles at all with how things are going. Steam, Epic, GOG releases are the only way I'll ever play Sony games. So there's no point to them. Yeah, cutting out the countries was dumb. Busy picking a fight with devs? Like for the mods and stuff, or what? Political discussion. That's okay, I don't mind a little bit, you know. Just don't get me started, because then I'll yap about it forever. Song is a bop. To be fair, the Nintendo have made the wildest comment. You no longer own the rights to the game you owe. Okay, yeah. So, like, I was kind of interested in the Switch 2 because I only own a Switch Lite. I do not have a regular size Switch. And so I can't stream games, you know, from Switch onto my computer because I have, you know, the Lite. However, owning a key is a little crazy to me. I mean, obviously, Steam hasn't done anything like this yet, where they're like, well, yeah, if you buy the game, you're just owning the key and we can take it back at any time. They're like, no, you bought it, it's yours, it's on your computer, you have the file. Most of the games, if you like have internet, you can access them. Even some of them, you don't even have to have internet. You can access it, right? But for Switch to be like, not only that, you don't own the console. You own the rights to, like, just use the console. I'm like, so what, are you gonna come in my house? The fact that they could just, like, remote... They could remote turn off your access to your console is crazy. So I was like, so you want people to spend, like, almost $1,000? Well, definitely. Like, if you get all the accessories and you get games, you get more than one game, you're gonna spend over $1,000. And then they're like, yeah, we can remote turn off your... We can get rid of your freaking, you know, access to your console. And I'm like, as expensive as it is, that's kind of crazy. Like, come on. Wookie got me hooked on this song, guys. We might hear it more than once today. It's a good song. I swear I changed this. Yeah, I was like, why is it pink? The Power lawsuit really sucks. It really sucks. Because I think the most recent thing that they made them take out of the game was that, like, you can't fly on the little guys. Wait, can I frog blink? Not really. I tried. Sorry, I got distracted. Randomly got distracted. I think that once they, once they figure out the, any sort of, like, limitation, they're like, we're gonna just take this out, and then we're gonna take this out, and then you're not gonna have a game left, and I feel bad for Power World. Before, I was like, I don't know, there seems like they're copyright infringing, but some of the stuff that they took out originally, I was like, okay, so they kind of knew themselves it wasn't that good. Oh yeah, you can find pirated Nintendo games all over the place. And then there's a lot of like emulators and stuff too. You can play on emulating. This song is so funny. They haven't got to him yet. I mean, maybe. Nintendo is very litigious, unfortunately. I think, honestly, they should just hire the hackers if they're gonna do that. Do like what the US government does. They're like, hey, you're actually kind of good at that whole hacking thing. Wanna work for us? That would probably be the smart thing to do, but they're very Sue happy. Icing on the cake, you tried to cash out your Nintendo points? Everyone in your house, bunch of games, don't even have enough. Yeah, all the point systems are really broken. Because they don't want you to cash out. They're like, no, keep your money in the system. Yeah, I mean, you could just print it out yourself. They can't stop you. How would they know? You're good. Oh, I think it's funny. Not the situation, but, you know, what else can we do to cope with these egregious wrongs by freaking Nintendo? I want to play Zelda. It is probably a lot more scalpers than we want to believe, though. Like, it's so crazy to me how bad scalping has gotten. Like, across everything. Like, even freaking plushies, man. Plushies, K-pop tickets, Beyonce tickets, anybody's tickets. Anyone popular, if they sell tickets, scalpers everywhere. Consoles, scalpers. Shoes, scalpers. Literally everything. There's a scalper for everything. If the egg situation got any worse, we would have had egg scalpers, guys. I mean, what happened when the pandemic happened? People bought up all the hand sanitizer. They bought up all the stuff, and they're like, I'll sell it to you. But you're gonna have to give me your soul if you want to wash your hands ever again. I was like, what the heck? I mean, thankfully they actually shut those people down, but you know, almost every single field, area of operation, there's somebody scalping. If it can be sold for a higher cost and the, you know, supply is limited, someone's scalping it. Oh yeah, you mean when like the tariffs first hit? Honestly, I was like, this is not new information to me because I used to kind of work in the industry. So I've always known a lot of that. I just thought it was interesting that they were like just exposing it, I guess. Which, like, why not at this point? But yeah, it's why I have a really hard time buying stuff at full price from stores, like, because I know that it's made really cheaply. Even if it's not like cheap as in like, oh, it costs 50 cents, they're still like probably upcharging you like 100%, 500, 600% a lot of times. And so I just like, I can't do it. I can't force myself. Literally cannot force myself to do it. But I do like whatchamacallit? I like supporting artists directly. Cause at least it's not like a big company, right? So like even if I know, oh, it doesn't really cost like $80 to make this hoodie or whatever, at least it's like, well, it's a friend and it's an individual, so I'll go with that. I will do that 100% of the time over supporting like someone like Walmart or Disney directly, you know? And they want to blame the younger generations for no brand. Okay, so here's my thing with brand loyalty, okay? Because my grandparents, they definitely had a lot of brand loyalty towards like cars and some appliances even. But I was explaining to them, I was like, look, like back in the day when your refrigerator or your like washing machine or washer, dryer, any of that stuff, when it broke, you would call the repairman. There's no repairman. Unless you're buying like a very luxury brand appliance, there's no repairman. They have no customer service person. There's no one you can call. You have to buy another one. So there's no point in having brand loyalty. Because they're not loyal to you as a customer. They want your money. They want you to buy the newest one. And it's like, I should only have to buy like one washer dryer, one dishwasher, one. I should only have to buy one in my entire life. But I'm probably gonna end up having to buy like 3. Maybe more. By the time I could ever afford a house. 20 years from now. So yeah, I don't believe in any of that stuff. I just feel it's just unfortunate because I'm like, that's also jobs. They want to talk about bringing jobs back as like, well, imagine if all the appliances that we built, you actually needed people who knew what they were doing to, you know, maintain them. I can understand sticking to one car brand. Yeah, I mean, it depends. So if you keep up with the brand, like, and I suggest if you want to do that, you should keep up with the brand. So that way you can see, like, what things are changing. You know? Because sometimes they make changes to, like, the body, or they start switching out parts that used to be metal for plastic. And sometimes the plastic is okay, and sometimes it's not okay. My uncle actually, he worked at one of the plants. There's a lot of plants here in Texas. I got Toyota. We used to have, I think they moved, but there used to be, was it Chevy? Because he used to work on Corvettes. So, yeah. So he used to build Corvettes here. I don't know if they still do. But there's a lot of parts that you can't even use people to, like, you have to use people to put it in. Like, there's no machine for it yet. I say yet, because I assume one day there will be. But he would be like, yeah, never drive X car because this car, they're switching out, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, okay. But people who are really into cars, I totally understand some brand loyalty. I love my Toyota. Toyota's a great car. I like the... What is the system that they made? There's like a system that they made for how they build like Toyotas that literally is applicable to almost anything. I forgot what it's called. Suspension from Ford is made out of cardboard. Yeah, my grandfather told me growing up, he was like, Ford stands for fix, oil, and repair daily. So he was like, never buy a Ford. If you can avoid getting in a Ford, don't get in one. I was like, okay. So he has very strong negative association with Ford. Ford Europe is good. Well, you know, to be honest, there's a lot of things that are American that tend to be better in another country because that country actually has laws. You know. Just laws. Standards. You can't just do whatever you want. Things like that. Yeah, we don't have that here. McDonald's another... Yeah, I had McDonald's when I was in... And KFC when I was in Japan. And I was like... Oh my god. I was like, why doesn't it taste like this in America? What the heck? It was really tough moving from another country back to the US when I turned like 16 or whatever. And I was like, what is this? My stepdad calls America a third world country with a Gucci belt. And I agree. I truly agree. Third world country with Gucci belt. Why they all fail in the EU. Yeah. Yeah. I remember the first time I went... Was it when I was in Germany? Or somewhere else? I don't remember, but I remember seeing like Mercedes everywhere. And I was like, is everyone like super rich here? Like what's going on? And then I saw like even the like the garbage truck was Mercedes. And I was like, the garbage truck is Mercedes too? But apparently they're just like, they just make everything. They make good cars, so they have everything. Yoon! Hello! Welcome to stream. Our auto market is really bad. And then we don't allow like certain imports, like no Chinese imports. But I watch a lot of car videos, and I was looking at this new EV car, and I was like, that car would literally single-handedly destroy the American market. Like, I was like, I kind of understand why they're not letting it over, but at the same time, you know, competition. Make the American cars, like car brands, make something better. Hello, Yoon, hi! Okay, cars? Bro. I just want a good car that I don't have to replace. Toyota Hilux. Yeah. Yeah, there's a few cars that I'm like, there's just no way they could let that car here because so many people would want that car. And then there would just be no one buying in America. But I mean, a lot of people aren't buying cars as it is. Like, I've had my same car for, what, almost 7 years now? And I'm like, I'm not buying another car unless I absolutely have to. Like, no way. Like, there's literally no way. And I hope I never have to buy another car. I'd rather Kimmes. I'd rather jump off the flat earth, sorry. Oops. Almost said the wrong word. No, EVs are not meant to save the world. Definitely not. We do need public transportation, especially in America. Like, we're so... And it's not even like, oh, like, trains and like from state to state. Really big cities don't even have public transportation. Like Dallas, our public transportation system is terrible. The college town that I went to in Arlington is like one of the largest college towns in America, and there's not a single bus, no subway, no train. And it's because most of the town is owned by the Vandergrifts, and they sell cars. And they have no interest in putting no public transportation for college students. None at all. It's called your damn legs. Yeah, you try walking, even walking from one side of campus to the other side in 102-degree weather, sometimes 110-degree weather. Oh my gosh. Like, I literally, yeah, it was so much pain. So much pain. So bad. Never want to do that ever again. Kids would love to ride the train. But you live in the middle of only freight trains. No free train humping. That's very dangerous. Don't hop on those. As a European, that sounds way too insane. Yeah, I mean, okay, so part of the problem in Texas is everything is so far apart. Like, just to walk from, like, let's say you tried to walk from the mall to the university, and they're on the same street, okay? If you tried to walk there, it would have taken you maybe an hour and a half one way. And then make it 100 degrees. And so obviously if you wanted to get like a job at the mall, which is what a lot of kids would like to do, right? You'd have to have a car. Like, you have to have a car. You literally cannot hold a job and have no car. It's just not possible. Our roads are bad. I remember watching this video of like this place. I don't know if it was Denmark or something. Maybe Denmark. But like they had a bridge collapse and it wasn't even 24 hours and they rebuilt the bridge. I was like, huh? There's like a joke, like, is it like I-35 or 635 here in Texas? They've literally been building it since I was born. They were like, yeah, they're fixing it, and I'm like, guys, I'm turning 30 this month. We're still working on it. The mall, the last stand of the 90s. Yeah, the 90s hangout. Yeah, there's not a lot of there's like an interesting mall culture here in North Texas because there is a mall that was dying, but a lot of small artists like myself started hosting events there. So they do like cool meetups and like tiny art markets, and the mall rents out like different, I guess they would be stores. So they rent out like the spaces so you can like hold those types of events. And then they started doing like baby showers and all that other stuff too. So it was really interesting how that mall is like literally hanging on for dear life. But then we also have North Park, and North Park has a museum license. So there's no kiosk in the middle. It's always some sort of art project. It's very cool. I mean, it's a little bit pretentious of a mall. Like, it's a very rich... They have, like, Balenciaga stores in the mall, but it's a cool mall at Christmas time. Malls are popular there. When I was in Germany, I went to... Where was I? I think I was, like, more in South Germany when I went there. But they had, like, basically, I guess it was, like, an outdoor mall. And I was shocked. I was genuinely in shock. Walking around, I was like, there's so many stores. There was, like, more stores in this outdoor mall than I think I've seen in any US mall so far. I haven't been to, like, the Mall of America or anything cool, but I was like, wow. Grab the ladder in the back and go for a ride. Don't do that. It's not safe. It's not safe, guys. The shopping districts. Yeah, there's like quite a few places here that have outdoor malls, but they're not very big. And a lot of them tend to be like outlets and not like the regular stores. It's a shopping district with strict rules? What you talking about? Boulangerie? Boulangerie? Parlez-vous français? No car. Yeah, I feel like we don't really have any I forgot what it's called. The reason why like Disney and all the other theme parks we have are incredibly popular is because they give you like a fake pedestrian setting sort of that you don't really get anywhere else. And so a lot of people like walking around like Disney stuff. They're like, oh, it's like a vacation. It's like we're in like Europe or something. And it's like, yeah, it's walkable. It's literally walkable. You don't experience this at any other point in your life unless you live in like maybe New York City. And even then, New York City is huge. I don't know if I'd necessarily call that walkable either. Boulangerie. I'm sure there's a correct way to spell that, but I don't know what it is. Or to say it, I guess, not spell it. Semi! Hello! Are you also streaming today? I was watching your Pokemon stream, though I had no idea what was going on, I admit. But I was watching it. What are you gonna stream later? Oh, it's just a bakery. I don't remember French. Any of it. Hardly any of it. More Pokemon? I will tune in, but I will have no idea what's going on. Yeah. Pokemon Platinum. Do you ever have questions? Yeah, I don't know anything about... I don't know that much about Pokemon. I literally only know, like, a few Pokemon, and it's, like, the ones that I was like, oh, that's cute, and I wanted to draw them. It's about the extent of my knowledge. I did watch the show when I was a kid, obviously. But it was, like... I know Pikachu, and Misty, and Brock, and Ash. You're a giant Pokemon nerd? That makes sense. But I feel like that's come up before. I can't remember. I can't remember when it came up or why, but I feel like we talked about it. Wait. Is Wookie going to you? How are you guys gonna do bowling? I just like thought about it and I was like, you haven't traveled anywhere. Cause I know Toki went to Chicago. Chicago. I'm kind of ready for this year to be over, I'll be honest. I'm kind of already over it. Do I want to line that? I don't know if it needs to be lined. I hate this year, yeah. I don't know that I hate this year. I'm just kind of... I'm ready to be... Like, can I go back to January or can we just go to Christmas? Like, can we speed along? Yeah, honestly, Seattle was such a vibe. You guys are also cool. I don't think... What is it? I think Sana is trying to... Is it Sana? I think Sana is trying to come to AX too. I was like, Sana, you gotta come. We have to get the gang back together. There's a mystery layer somewhere? I don't understand where it is. Is it here? Ah. You guys were right about the shrimp. The shrimp does help. Shrimp. Was it my idea? I don't remember. I forgot. Thanks. Sometimes you need a little push, right? I think I also didn't know if it was gonna come out cute, so I was kind of like, I don't know if it's gonna come out looking okay. I want to draw the shrimp. I did want to draw the shrimp. He's so cute. I hope she makes like a plushie of him or something. So cute. Does she even eat krill? I don't know most of the VTuber lore. Well, she's a killer whale. She's an orca. Well, she's a cat orca, I think, technically. So that's why she has, like, the cat ears, too. Even, I think, yeah, her little headband under there, she has, like, the cat ears. She has, like, these things, which are supposed to be, like, fins or whatever, and her ears, her cat ears. Blue whales eat krill, not orca. Yeah. She's just a little guy. Make it a little. Yeah, you know, sometimes you just gotta make up the lore. Just go with it. I really like this design though. I wanted to draw her, but I didn't know if I wanted to draw her in like her regular outfit or not. But then I saw this one and I was like, wait, this is pretty good. I'm trying to basically redo. It's not a redo. I'm trying to basically build a portfolio so I have a bunch of prints. But I hadn't done any like people drawing in a long time. So I've been kind of slowly working on my skills so that way it doesn't look stupid. But I'm actually really happy with how this one came out. I need to crop this. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah, brother. Can't get any better if you don't try. Been working on stuff too. Not sure what you're trying to build up for. I mean, sometimes it's okay to just keep doing stuff and to see how you feel. Sleepy animation, coin physics animation, VRM. I'm not familiar with the acronym. And a logo for your buddy? It's fun doing art for friends. Sometimes, you know, it could be cool to just do a thing, and then if you, like, put it all together in a portfolio, then sometimes the people will come to you, you know? And I've come a long way from yesterday. Oh, I've seen those. That's cool. Being able to just go for it when you don't know what to do, like, that's a skill. That's a true skill. What do you mean I'm not womping? I can't believe you would come into my chat and throw such a wild accusation at me. In front of my salad? I can't believe you would do this. Anyways, what do you think? Sometimes I get to like a point where I'm just like, I feel like I've reached like where my skills end. It's not that I don't think it can get any better, it's just that I'm not exactly sure how to do that, you know what I mean? Like I feel like I need a teacher. I feel like I need a teacher to come in and be like, "Here you guys. Bro, your logos are good. What are you talking about? All your logos are sick. Did I tell you I bought the Cult of the Lamb shirts and the record that has the logo that you did on there?" Yeah. You said you need to go beyond Ultra? Yeah, I got them like a couple weeks ago. You haven't heard anything? I was literally wearing them yesterday. I was wearing the purple one. Yeah, I literally have it. Like, it's like right now. I'm literally looking at it. They're cool. Never talk shit about my friend again. You said My Hero Academia on the other side. You have to go beyond. Beyond Ultra. I like that all of his abilities were named after, like, US states. It was great. Mississippi. Smash. Something like that. I forgot. I haven't watched My Hero in so long, I don't remember anything. I don't know where your stuff is. You should ask them about that. Be like, hey. My friend got her stuff, but... Did mine get lost in the mail? What's up? Anyways, the moral of the story was that the design is epic. So stop freaking out. You're doing great. I don't know if I want to work this at all. Her eyes Purple? I think they are. Out of curiosity. You emailed them. Now wait 4 weeks. That's a long time to wait for a reply, my dude. I kind of like it more with the pink eyes, but maybe I'd do both. I don't know. Four weeks is a long time to wait for a reply. Let's be real. I thought at first you were gonna be like 4 business days, but no. Guys, all I've had to eat for the last, like, 4 days has basically been crackers and water. And I'm not really hungry. But I just, like... oh my... saltines? Saltine and crackers? Sorry. And water. Because my tummy hurts. All the time. And I can't tell if I developed some sort of weird allergy to something and I just don't know what it is or what. Not you hitting me with the you can't say that word. That's funny. 3 monsters? For lunch. Doesn't sound like, I did not call you a crack. I did not do that. That's not what happened. Can't legally say happy in the US without associating it with Trump or capitalism. Wait, you're right. Hopefully you had more than just 3 monsters for lunch. Maybe. I mean, she's not in chat, so she may never know. I like drawing eyes, but when I have to zoom in to like fix the lines, it freaks me out a little bit because it looks a little too realistic. I also just realized I forgot to put her bottom lashes on. I was like, why does this eye look so weird? Like I'm just looking at her egyo style. And I was like, oh, that's because there's no eyelashes. Eyes are your biggest weakness in 3D. That's because eyes are so weird. Like, I like drawing eyes, but I didn't always used to because I didn't understand that basically, like, so your eye is a ball. Your eye is a ball. And then you have your eyelids do that. And I just didn't get it. Like, it was freaking me out. So many times. Yeah, I mean, genuinely, I had no idea, like, how to make this, how to explain this to myself. And I saw someone, like, draw it out, basically. And then I was like, wait. And then you have your optic nerve. Goes back into your brain. Anyways, once I started to wrap my head around the fact that eyes are actually just giant orbs in your head. I mean, obviously I exaggerate for... Think about how huge her eyeball would have to be for this to work. Be crazy. Crazy eyeballs. But yeah, I forgot her bottom lashes, and that explains why I've been looking at this like something is missing. I can't figure out what it is. Her bottom lashes. It's her bottom lashes. Question is, how do I want to draw her bottom lashes? I'm sorry. I'm sure you will get the hang of it. And then you'll be the 3D god, and then it's like, wow. I wish I had started actually learning how to do 3D stuff a long time ago, and I never did. And I regret. I live in regret. Womp womp. Womp womp womp. Should it be this color? Probably shouldn't do this so zoomed in I can't see anything. That's not too bad. My number one problem, I don't zoom out. I gotta stop rubbing my eyes too. That's my second problem. That looks a little better. It's not just skin under her eye. Oh my god. That actually scared the frick out of me. Why was it so loud? So meeting's over. Who wants to get hecked? Do not wish to get hecked. Thank you. I just got hecked. I experienced it just now. Can't hear anything but me. Yeah, that's technically by design because I'm pretty soft-spoken. So if I turned up the music, it'd be like, you'll never hear me again. So that's all you need. Nice. Was the meeting about how you can't tell kids that they're Superman and they jump off the roof? That makes sense. Yeah, it was alert, and an alert was really loud for me for some reason. You can still do that? Oh, okay, that's cool. Never mind. What is that? Oh, it's a generic leadership meeting. Was it a meeting that could have been an email? For you, yes. I like that, but it turns out I'm dummy capable. Alright. For most others there, it was a great use of time and learning. And it was paid. And you attended remotely. Well, that just sounds like a win. Like it's a win all around. That does sound like a win. think this is done. Though I am on the fence on whether or not I should just do the full highlighter magenta eyes or make them more purple like her model. Didn't I, like, just use that filter somewhere? Sorry, I'm looking for a filter. I was like, I know I put it somewhere. Where is it? I love this filter. Just a little bit of grain. It's only 20%. Yeah, it's not bad. Did I not save that with it on there? No, I did put it in here. No, not that. That's what I want. I never know where to put the signature. Cause it's like I don't want anyone to steal it, but I also don't want it to disrupt the art, you know what I mean? I just gotta do a sneaky one somewhere. Sneaky one. In the eyes. Spit it. She's got heterophobia in her eyes. Homophobia in her eyes. They had the name in the eyes? Yeah. You zoom in, you're just like, uh-huh. And then what's this? That's funny. I don't know how I lost my pen. I knew someone who they would like put it in like the hair shine. And I don't remember how they did it, but it was like kind of discreet. Somehow. Somehow it was discreet. Put it in the most croppable section. Put it over. Yeah, there we go. No one's gonna crop that part out, right? I'll find a spot. I'll find a spot. Sentence him to the what? Yeah, I know. People are gonna steal no matter what. I've had people steal the weirdest stuff from me. I'm just like, really? This, like, out of all my art, like, this is the thing you decide to steal. Okay, not everyone going the whole thing. It's like it's a normal thing that I'm supposed to know about. Okay. Alright. I'm calling it quits. I'm exporting this. We're gonna call this done. Because otherwise I'll just keep working on it forever, you know? Why would I know about that? It comes from Europe? Ye old chick. Uh-huh. What did you send to me? Do I wanna know what it is? Do I wanna look? It just ended very abruptly. I don't know why that song ended so abruptly. I used the tulips joke today and someone said, and you got banned. You got banned? You know what I do want to know though? Is her head too big? The answer was no. Yeah, I want to see the joke too. Lidhawk, I won't. Lithium? I'll file a motion too to submit this into evidence. As the judge, I allow it. What is the joke? If it's too bad, he also has a sword. You guys aren't gonna touch tips. That's fine. No, no, no. Just say the joke. You're dragging it out, and then if it's not funny, I'm taking your sword away. It better be funny. Why am I so bad at writing Twitter captions? How do you feel about tulips? Tulips? I can't believe this is what it's come to. You're being held in contempt. Should I have done this? It's too late. It's too late. I'm done. I'm not gonna draw anyone. Draw you. But I already drew you. And you didn't like it. Oh! I was like, I drew you like one of my French girls and you didn't like it. You did like it. Alright, you're earning points. Womp womp. Okay, I'm just not even gonna... I'm just gonna post it with the hashtag and call it a day. Because I'm really bad. I fell down. Womp. I don't know. It could be as big as the Eiffel Tower. Never say never. super shy. No. It'd be bad for everybody. For a day. Ga-jang. I'm sorry, the what? Actually choked. Actually choked reading that. I don't want to think about that. What the frick? Stop it. Looking possum. Thank you so much. I'm sorry. You said you have a Discord role called Foreskin Palace Guard. Why? For what? What was the reason? Take guarding. Sure. You like the colors? Thank you so much. I was like thinking about it because I know her colors are like blue and black and white, and I was like, ah, I need more. So I was looking at the video for the outfit, you know, from Riku. And I was like, wait, her eyes turn like hot pink when she does her angry face. And I was like, I gotta use that. And so now there's like hot pink everywhere and purple. Any time I can use pink and purple, I'm down. You're hot and pink. I'm jealous of people who look good in pink. I don't think I particularly look good in pink. I wear a lot of neutral colors. Oh yeah? Is there pink? It depends on what kind of comm you're requesting. Most people just DM me. Okay. I'm keeping an eye out. I posted on Twitter. I did it. I literally just posted it and was like, shrimp and a snowflake, because I'm not good at doing like all the really compelling Twitter posts. I'm just like, here's the thing I drew. I hope you like it. And then I retweet it, and then I'm like, alright, I did it. And that's like all I got for you, you know? Hype! Thank you! So now I have 4 VTuber posters completed. Zero! Howdy. How are you doing today, Zero? It's a day. Yeah, I've had a few people say it's a day. I'm here, you know. Let's go. It's okay. The day is coming to a close, and we're like, what? Just 2 days away from the weekend, and hopefully your weekend is better, you know? A wall of text. Thank you. I will make sure to read that after stream. I will read your wall of text. I'm excited. What do you mean? You want me to read it right now? You said you sent me a wall of text. What am I? There's 6 messages here. This wasn't a wall of text. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. You know what I didn't do? Can I? And then let's... What's crazy is like, I can kind of see my improvement. But also like things that I still haven't gotten that good at. I'm like, I still am not good at that. Sorry, I put it behind. I covered you guys up. My bad. Okay. What you mean, okay? What? Why can I never find the freaking gift that I want? I think this one and the Iron Mouse one are like my top 2 favorites. I have to export this without the signature so I can print it. Wop 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 wop. Wop wop. Not the free him, get this to the boss ASAP. Whoa. Whoa. Is Freem working? Or is she streaming? Which I do think is interesting that, like, somehow I know you and Freem, but I didn't meet you guys at the same time. Just, like, slowly assembling the gauntlet of people. Everyone who works for G-Subs. G-Subs. I forgot what flavor I tried from them recently, but it's pretty good. You're almost big time now? No, I don't work for G-Subs. I don't think I don't think I have the quality of work to be at that level yet. Maybe one day. I know, I saw she posted, she was like, should I bring back the Kirby's? And I was like, wait, I want to be a Kirby. I want to be a Kirby. Let me be a Kirby. If you're wondering why I'm sitting here, it's because I'm exporting the video of me. You better hope she doesn't pop in here. I'm telling her boss. Bulby! Bulby, wait, is it Bulbalana Bulby, or is this a different Bulby? Not that I get bad vibes. Guys, don't say that in here. Different Bulby. I never know, because I have so many Bulbasaur friends, like people have Bulb something in their name, and I'm like, who are you? I hope you're having a good day. What you up to? Well, now I posted on Twitter, and now it's time to just let Twitter do its thing, right? Big hopes. Was it a takoyaki one? Cause that's what I wanted, was takoyaki. Oh my god, it's trying to export. Okay, I'll do that. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I'm exporting the time lapse. Because once I close this file, I don't intend to open it again. For anything. Nom. Okay, it's exporting the time lapse. Nom. Dude, I haven't had takoyaki in so long. I'm just thinking about that chef dude. Like, a taco? I could eat a taco. I kind of want a Chipotle. Maybe Saturday I'll get Chipotle. If I still want it by then. These time lapses are taking forever. But what, I think I only worked on this for what, like 12 or 13 hours. It wasn't that long. I think the Iron Mouse one took me... Maybe actually it was. So do I want Taco Bell or pizza? It depends. What are you getting from Taco Bell? And then what kind of pizza? I need the specifics. Taco Bell chalupa? Hi Smudgy! Hello! They don't have one of those Pizza Hut Taco Bell places? Or you can get both? Why should you have to choose? Have they ever had a Taco Bell Pizza Hut or am I hallucinating? Was it Taco Bell KFC? Or was it Taco Bell Pizza Hut? Hi, hi! How are you doing, Smudge? Lefty. Taco Bell KFC. Okay, well. Never mind. You can't get the pizza. Sorry. What are you doodling? I'm just waiting for the time lapse to export. So there was a Taco Bell Pizza Hut? I wasn't told. Because I feel like I remember seeing it, but I just couldn't. I was like, I don't think I ever. They didn't have any like crossover menu items. Unfortunately. Aren't they all yum? No. I don't think I've eaten at Taco Bell since I was in college. And I don't think I want to go back. There's been some stuff that I've been curious about and I'm like, that doesn't sound bad. But then I am like, but then I'd have to go to Taco Bell for something other than a Baja Blast. I like Baja Blast and that's it. Okay, I think that's all the exports. Which I also never got this to work. It's just throwing me that for whatever reason that asset doesn't work anymore. It's broken. And now we save this ginormous file. Steak chalupa. Ah. Quesadilla. Would you like a quesadilla? Wait, they have nuggets now? Jalapeno honey mustard. Jalapeno honey mustard? I don't know if I like those two flavors together. What did you have at Sonic? I think the only thing I really like from Sonic, they don't make anymore. They were the Cinna Snacks. It was like a cinema roll snack. It was adorable. It was like a Hot Pocket. But it was a cinema roll Hot Pocket. And they don't make them anymore. And now I have no reason to go to Sonic anymore. It's like spicy honey mustard. Okay. Sonic the hot dog. It tasted weird every time in any branch. I'll be honest, I don't think I've ever had a hot dog from Sonic. I've had like their chicken sandwich, but I don't think I've ever eaten a hot dog from there. I eat a ton of Korean food, I'll be fine. Yeah, but that's a different kind of spice than jalapeno. You know. Jalapeno. You've never even seen a Sonic in person? Someone was hyping it up. They were hyping up the Sonic hot dog? I love when I try to save a file and I get an error message. That's my favorite thing. To be granted, I mean, this file is pretty big. It's pretty big. So I get it. Sonic lost the Burger Wars. Against what, like, your McDonald's and Burger King, or what? What about, like, Carl's Jr. and Hardee's? I didn't know my aunt used to really like them. Ice cream to Dairy Queen? Well, yeah, it's Dairy Queen. I remember for the longest time, I thought Dairy Queen was, like, a Texas thing, but it's, like, not even from here. And I was like, where did I even get... That's, like, it's a Texas mindset. A lot of people that live in Texas, they just assume that everything is made here. It's like, no, that's not from here. Yeah. Like, why did you assume it was from here? Typical Texan. Correct. Culver's. I haven't heard that in a long time. Carl's Jr. burger was soggy. Ooh. Wait, what's the other one that people like? Arby's. They have the meat. I've never eaten a sandwich from Arby's. I have no idea. I've had like the curly fries and that's it. Doesn't help that a lot of people... Yeah, they rename things and they're like the Texas blah blah blah. And so I'm just like, alright, yeah, it's Texan. Oops. Carl's on lettuce to avoid a soggy bun. You mean I gotta do like extra work? We went to a Carl's one time as a child. Your dad's burger had a spider baked into the bun. And they closed down. Why? I mean, I'm glad they got closed down, but also, what? Arby's stole your phrase. You had the meats, but their lawyers were stronger, more plentiful. Yeah, I bet. Hey, the Carls. I know what you meant. Extra protein. Yeah, spider's just a little protein, my dude. Are you telling me you didn't see the spider and go, little snack? Just a little snack. How many spiders do we eat a year on accident? Or like in our sleep or whatever? Why is it crunchy? Alright. I know what I'm gonna have to do. Why am I so zoomed out? What did I... Oh, okay. Well, yeah. That explains a lot, actually. I don't know why, but sometimes my computer just freaks out and it won't save something. So then I have to save it Like I have to open up a new file and just copy every layer and copy, paste, and save. And that works. And I'm just like, well, clearly something, it's like a memory issue or something. I don't know what's going on. But then I lose the time lapse, which makes me mad, which is why I export the time lapse as soon as I'm done drawing. Could be memory. It could be memory, but it's also crazy because I have 128 gigabytes of RAM. So if it's the memory, that's crazy. I don't even think I'm using that much memory right now. Let me see. I mean, this is something I can check. I'm only using 38% of my memory, which is still a lot considering I have 128 gigs of RAM, but I am running the VTuber model. I'm running OBS. I got stream avatars up. We got Mix It Up. We have all types of stuff open. I have, you know, Internet Explorer. Not Internet Explorer. It's not the Internet Explorer. I just had to shut down the whole program. Anyways, look at you guys. You're all so small. I'm finally get a chance to be big. We don't eat spiders in our sleep. There's one guy who eats a ton of spiders. Oh. That makes sense. Yeah. Wait, I can add it to the slideshow now. Add another one. Womp womp. I did it. I don't know who I'm gonna draw next to add to my collection of VTuber posters. I do not know. Draw you. I know everyone's coming in here like, draw me. I'm like, I still have like commissions and stuff I have to finish. Be controversial. And do what? I'm not doing cinder. If you say cinder, if the word cinder comes out of your mouth. I knew you were gonna say this. I knew you were gonna say. And the thing that I'm gonna do Spite because I was already planning to do Spite anyway, but now she has a new model and it looks sick. And I love the like Cerberus heads. Hold on. Scooch this over. Scooch it over. Yeah, Spite is the better Cerberus VTuber. Hold on, I have to screenshot this. Is this the new model? Questioning my reality. Where is it? There's the screenshot. It's huge! Okay. It's like, wow. Anyways. So yeah, she has like this cool like the Cerberus heads on her shoulder now. And so I want to draw the dogs. I want to draw the doggos. Little pups, big sups. And I also like the chainmail, like the chain link with the ball on the dogs. There's no feet here. The dogs are not out. But yeah, I really want to draw her, so I might draw her next. Plus, her VTuber is blue. And so I kind of feel like drawing blue stuff right now. That's why I did Shylily, but then she ended up being more purple than blue. This, I feel like, would be fun because there's like neon blue. Yeah, the flail, right? That's what I'm saying, man. So yeah, I think I would do something kind of like what I did for Iron Mouse, where it's like she's coming out of something, but I don't know where. I just think, yeah, I just feel like it's so cool. I also like that she has like a scar on her face. I know that a lot of times people don't want to do anything that like messes with the face too much, and I'm like, no, she went out there. So yeah, I'm probably gonna draw her next. But that'll be like next week. She was scarred with all the drama. Yeah, for real. Her battle scars. Yeah, I mean, they all really went through it. But I do want to draw Bao too. So, Bao's on the list. I basically have to finish everyone that I want to draw by, like, July. Like, I have, like, a month left. Because it's for Anime Expo. I was like, yeah, I gotta draw her. I gotta. Anyways. Yeah, what's up? When's the last time I ate? Yesterday. I ate yesterday. We have almost hit 4 hours. Still going a little over time. I know, I know. I'm gonna. Don't worry about me. I'm already thinking about it. I'm just trying to think about, no overtime. No overtime! I'm just chilling with you guys. Just having a good time.
And I know you know that I'm coming home. And I hope you show, though you say you won't, but I'll take it up again. Say I know you're right. Won't pick a fight. But you said
I am gonna... I did clean up the redeems a little bit. The point redeems. I'm going to clean up some of the stuff that has like... I say my old brand. It wasn't really... I didn't even like have like a full realized brand. It was just old stuff that I was doing while I was kind of streaming just casually. Now I feel like I'm, you know, like ready to take it super serious. Okay. What should I put? Yeah. I just made that up. We're gonna raid. Wait, what? Hi. Woogie! Are you finished? Hello? What the hey? What the hey? Yeah, well, so, actually Clip Studio crashed, so. So I kind of was like, well, I'm gonna end up calling it a quits anyway. Hello, hello, how are you doing, Wookie? Yeah, no, I was drawing. I can show you what I was drawing. I'll give you my art text. This is gonna cover up the entire screen because it's a humongous... Why is it so... Where am I? Where are you? Hello. Ooh! I can't even, like... Also, that's the old thing. I didn't even put the right thing in here. I frickin' lied. I frickin'... Okay, okay, now we're talking the right file. My, I'm so tired I can't even speak words. My VTuber poster collections continuing. Yeah, yeah. I'm doing it. I want to have, like, all of my faves for AX. I don't know if I'm going to finish everybody, but I'm going to try my best. But yeah, here's the Lily. You should draw Lily. Ads, no! Anyways, ads, because there's no one. And I'm going